Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with Trade Out Loud. This is my pre-market game plan for Tuesday, October 25th, and it is 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Here's what we have to deal with today in the markets. First off, let's start with YM, and this is the hourly chart as usual. And we have support at 18,130, and we have resistance pretty much right here into the 18,180 area. So what happened overnight? In the Asian session, we had a really slow grind higher. And then at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it was reversal time. Reversal time to the upside, but yet again, this high never managed to take out the prior high. So we're still stuck within the same range. The line in the sand is going to be this 18,200. And as we move forward, we need desperately to break this 18,200 in order to move higher to our higher target, meaning the top of the daily range, which is at 18,300. So far, full retracement back to where we started in yesterday's New York session close. So far we're seeing a little bit of momentum going back, accelerating down into the support level. So this is going to be the range for today. If we break this 18,133 area, but all the way into 18,120, so this is going to be our most tough area for the day. Because if we hold 133, then we have odds of continuing higher, and our targets are going to continue to be 18,160, 18,175, 18,180, and all the way into 18,200. But if we test this area, and if we come back into 18,120 and kind of like test again and again and again, we're weakening again. So this is not going to be a good sign, because this means that we're going to go back down and test the prior lower part of this range, of this daily range. So we've managed in 2 or 3 trading sessions to work ourselves back up, and then now we're testing this area again. So remember, 18,120 is going to be my ultimate support level. I'm going to be overly cautious in this trade for today, and YM continued to be stuck in this range. So YM is definitely the lagger. Was the lagger yesterday and continues to be the lagger today. So remember, 18,120 is going to be support. 18,130 is the secondary area of support. If this area is not going to hold, then look to short under 18,120. But look for small targets, such as and at that point, if you look at on a smaller time frame, it might not even be worth taking the trade due to the risk to reward. But if you should find a good risk, then your target is going to be back into the 18,100 area. And at this point, you could have a turnaround, or you could have it. You could have a follow through all the way to 18,080, and then you could have a turnaround here. But again, overly cautious. And today, this is going to be the game plan. So we're going to play support resistance. If it's going to bounce all the way into 18,130 or 18,120, we're going to look for follow through higher all the way to 18,175. Let's take a look at ES. Okay, mildly bullish. It managed to do an overnight high, which is higher than the prior high set in the New York session. So it makes it slightly more bullish. And you can see that we have support here at 2140. We have a secondary area of support here at 2142, and we're coming in right now. So we had a small grind in the Asian session, London session, turnaround, reversal, and it's coming back down. Remember, this is going to be this is going to be a buy zone as well. So if this area is going to hold, if this area proves that it can sustain another leg higher, then this is going to be the turnaround area. Most probably going to happen probably in the first 15-20 minutes or so in the day. So we're going to see if we're going to get but if we're going to get an accelerated move down all the way into this area, and if this area breaks, look out below, because we might have the same scenario as for YM, and we might come in to 2139, 2138, and test all the way into 2134, which is going to send us back to the bottom of the range. So these ranges are very, very tough to trade. So if you look, just want to show you real quick, if you look on the daily chart, we are trading in a really in a wider range from 2110 all the way into 2170. And it's very hard to trade this range because at one point this can become bearish and another point can become slightly bullish. So it's going to be the case of buy the bottom, sell the top. And not only that, but when you're moving to the hourly chart, you're having to deal with another range. So we have a range within a range within a range. This makes trading, and especially trading futures, much more difficult. Okay, let's take a look at NQ. NQ was the leader of the pack, and we had a really nice breakout yesterday, 8 o'clock. It zoomed to the upside, continued in the overnight session, and so far consolidating very, very bullishly right here above 4,900, 10 points above 4,900. So it looks very, very bullish. It actually made a new high at 49. You can see it right here. This is a new yearly high, 49.19.50. Super, super strong. So any pullback in YM into the 4,900 area, I'll consider buying. Why? Because it's super strong. But why 4,900 area? Because that is support from the daily chart. All right, let's continue with GC. And GC also testing the range. So sloppy range. We had a portion of the range on Thursday. We broke down and we created another lower range right here with a spike up. And then we have another portion right here that is developing right now. Okay, so this is going to be very, very sloppy. We're still on the daily chart. I'm going to put quickly the daily chart here. We're still trading in the upper part of this buy pocket that formed at this 200 moving average. So if we break above 1275, this is going to be the line of sand. 1275 is going to push it higher to 1280, and therefore it's going to continue its trajectory higher. So we're going to see based on the hourly chart. So far, a small time frame, because I'm looking right now on a 2-minute chart, and we had a small pop from the open, and then we had a full retracement. So we made a high all the way into 1272 almost, and we came back into 1268, which is nowhere land, like here. Okay. So we either have to come into the 1266 area and turn around, or if we find support at 1267, we might turn around at this point. Okay, very hard to trade GC. I'm going to stay away from GC today. CL. Okay, we've been talking about ranges. Okay, this is all it's all about. It's all about a range. So support, resistance, support, resistance, broke support, formed a new support right here, 49.62 yesterday. Overnight session took it higher, back into the top of the range, not quite, but very, very close. And then we're coming back in. Don't forget we have some numbers that are coming out today at 4 o'clock. So we should expect some type of range that should develop around 3 or 4 o'clock. Other than that, you know, if it breaks $50, it's going to be back at the bottom of the range. And it still has room to 49.50. That's the secondary range from the daily chart. So the daily chart, I'm going to show you the daily chart, still in a range. Okay, so we're still trading in a range. So market environment is extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. Okay, extremely difficult to trade. All right, this is not going to be a case of buy the bottom because it just slipped through support level. So it's going to have a little bit of trouble here at $50. But if $50 is not going to hold it, we're going to go back again to $49.50. When I'm looking right now, because the pit just opened about 10 minutes ago, so when I'm looking right now, I was trying to find support at 50.20. So we're going to see if this is the case. Because at 50.20, we do have support from this prior low. So we're going to see. In any case, I'm going to leave CL alone. I might revisit it later today. So this might be an afternoon play for me. And that's going to be after 3:30. Okay, 3 o'clock, 3:30. That's when I'm going to look to revisit CL. Other than that, my favorite trade for the day is going to be NQ. I'm going to look for relative bullishness in NQ. I'm going to look for a retracement into 4,900, or I'm going to look for this 49.06 to hold. If this 49.06 holds, I'm going to look to take this high. 49.12, 49.13. I'm going to look for further targets higher. Okay, so what are my targets? I'm going to look for 49.20. I'm going to look for 49.30. I'm going to look for 49.50. These are my targets for today. If we get a retracement, I'm not interested in shorting, so I'm just going to set aside. Okay. I hope this helps, and feel free to send me any questions at info@tradeoutloud.com. And don't forget, we have an upcoming class that starts November 12th through the 18th. We have 2 full educational classes on the 12th and the 13th from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have Trading Lab live trading from the 14th through the 18th. And this is for the day trading power income day trading futures class. If you're interested, shoot me an email, info@tradeoutloud.com. Hope you all have a very profitable trading day.